Hello, hello, hello. I want to read another chapter from Thich Nhat Hanh's book, True Love, a Practice for Awakening the Heart. And this chapter is called Recognizing the Presence of the Other. I would now like to present a second mantra to you. When you're really there, you have the ability to recognize the presence of the other. To be there is the first step, and recognizing the presence of the other is the second step. To love is to recognize. To be loved is to be recognized by the other. If you love someone and you continue to ignore his or her presence, this is not true love. Perhaps your intention is not to ignore this person, but the way you act, look, and speak does not manifest the desire to recognize the presence of the other. When we are loved, we wish the other to recognize our presence, and this is a very important practice. You must do whatever is necessary to be able to do this. Recognize the presence of the other person you love several times each day. To attain this goal, it is also necessary to practice oneness of body and mind. Practice an in-breath and an out-breath 3 times, 5 times, 7 times. Then you approach this person. You look at him or her mindfully with a smile, and you begin to say the second mantra. Dear one, I know that you are here, and it makes me very happy. I don't mean to laugh about this. I'm laughing because I am being harassed, okay? That's why I'm laughing about it, because to say, dear one, I know that you are here and it makes me very happy, that's like, wow, that's ironical, because your presence is not, you're not present in as you, as a real person, okay? You come to me in energy form, okay, and you torture me in energy form, okay, all night long. It goes all night long, and it is what it is, and I have to deal with it, so, and it doesn't make me happy at all. I cried earlier real hard. When I got up, I cried so hard because I felt spied on. And I just talked to the camera, even though the camera light wasn't on, but I felt like you were spying on me, or whoever is spying on me, or whoever you are, whoever any one of you is, What I have no idea really who anyone is. I just know that all I can say is that I've been talking to Zane for over a year, and I shared very vulnerable stuff about me, and he's shared stuff about his life, but he was probably drunk and didn't remember the next day. Then he said to me, why didn't you tell me that you love me? I told you I love you many, many times. But yeah, you don't see it because you're drunk and you're in some other mental state. You don't see me, you don't see me as a person. What you see about me is an image that you want to cultivate in your mind. You just see an image. You torture me with jealousy. Maybe I'm just completely delusional. Maybe this is some kind of psychosis or something. It could be. I don't rule it out. Some kind of psychosis. But whatever it is, I cry my way through this. And Sadhguru made a video saying you need to stay away from your past. Well, that's right there where I disagree, because the past is part of us. Okay. We are a conglomeration of our past. Okay. We have trauma. We can't just completely ignore it and just walk away and say, I don't have trauma. No, I just, NLP, whatever, which I don't agree with, or just meditating it away with something, with transcendental meditation or something like this. I don't agree with it. Okay. Because that's denial. That's just that may be a very effective way of denial. People can do all kinds of things with their minds, to get away from the pain. But it doesn't get you away from the pain. That's the thing, So you think you get away from the pain, but then you walk right back towards Petrozilius, his castle, and like me with Paul, walk right back to Paul, because he has always been the kindest person in my life. That's why. So I joke about it, he's not Petrozilius. I can walk out of here anytime I want to, and I will not be coming back to the castle, in quotation marks. So, but I have nowhere to go, okay? I have absolutely nowhere to go. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified of burrito banditos. I'm terrified of taco trains. I don't want to end up on one of those. Okay? Maybe that makes sense. The world is a friggin' mess. It seems like the majority of men are psychopaths. That's what it seems like to me. It's also a message to Burrito Bandito. You know who I'm talking about. That really pissed me off when I asked you about the woman in Bakersfield who was abducted and put in a cage. They reenacted some kind of horror movie that's out there. I want nothing to do with any of this, okay? I would never watch that horror movie. What a horror, okay? Why do you want to put this into your brains anyway? But they reenacted this. They abducted a blonde chick somewhere from the street jogging. They put her in a cage. She was happily married, had a child, had a son, has a son. And the true love of her husband made her being dumped on the side of the road. And some good Samaritan called the police, called the ambulance when they saw her there. Saw that a body who was still alive with scars, with open wounds all over her body. She's been tortured. And when I told the burrito, I'm not going to mention the names, but when I told the burrito guy, this, no, absolutely no kindness came back from you. No kindness, no understanding whatsoever. What came back is rebuttal. Like you need to rebuttal towards this seriously. I mean, like really seriously. You seriously need to rebuttal to this kind of real life horror. You can't just say this is infinitely horrible. I'm so infinitely sorry that happened to that woman. Okay. No, you can't say that. No, because somehow you may be involved with it. Or you identify them yourselves. You identify yourself with that particular criminal, with that psychopath. Okay, you identify yourself with that, and so you take offense to me even talking about this. So then you have to come back with a rebuttal and say, yeah, but here's links to white men who have done something like this to whoever. So, that's unbelievable coldness. You can only think, that means you only think through your ego, through your identification. That's what you do. You think through your particular nation, ethnic pride. You want to see things as no, our people, we can't do anything wrong. You people have done much worse. Do you actually think that would get me impressed and interested in you? I mean, like, really seriously. Do you think that? I've seen you in the chat room. I'm not going to mention names, but I've seen you in the chat room lately saying some suicidal shit. I was too wrapped up with my own shit to even I was actually mad when I saw that. Because I don't even know where to get started. You say suicidal shit because you see me being in love with Zane. Okay. MPPP too, and some other people were talking doomsy shit too. But you don't have any decency in the way you approach me. This whole video chat conversation like a couple months ago on Facebook, it makes me wonder really makes me wonder if you were at all sincere and honest towards me. When I meet someone and they want to do a video chat, I give them a chance, just as a friend. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be dating that person or anything. Just want to get to know someone, right? And I have the right to do that. But see, that's how I protect myself, I talk to you, and I'm not judging your appearance. I'm not even judging your personality. I want to know, I want to see how this conversation goes. I want to see whether you are a psychopath, okay, or not, okay. If you're a psychopath, I'm sorry, I love myself. I'm never going to meet you if you're a psychopath. Okay. It's not going to happen. I cannot. I have to protect myself. Okay. And then you whine and complain in the chat room. That's someone else. That's not Zane. That's someone else. It's a burrito bandito. okay? Yeah, he's gorgeous. You are gorgeous. I think you're also the guy, the Margaret Thatcher guy. I have the feeling you are. You wanted to really insult me, right? Yeah. So he came up with Margaret Thatcher. Well, yeah, it did, but it made me laugh more than anything else. It was funny. That was funnier than Tam War. Tam War. Tam War is really, really, really funny. That guy, you know. But that Margaret Thatcher, that wasn't even meant to be funny, but that's why it was funny. That's why it was extra funny, because there was anger behind it. They're using poor Margaret Thatcher to insult me. Yeah, so yeah, but that's a little bit more creative than turtle and dinosaur and fossil. Yeah, it's a little bit more creative than that, because I ain't any of those. Okay, so I'm not dinosaur. I'm not turtle. I am not Margaret fucking Thatcher. Okay, I'm none of that. Okay, my body is very young. Okay, and I don't look my age at all. Okay, I look like, I don't know, I'm guessing like 38. That's the truth. Okay, and my body is like 25, and I don't know why this is happening here. What's this? Okay, because I'm talking now, the Kindle went like, okay, so you're not interested in reading this book, then I'm just gonna go to the camera feature. Wait a minute, it's not even on the internet. Who is doing that? Jeff Bezos, you know, whatever. But, you know, I see through all of this. You think I'm dumb or something? You think I'm like really naive, right? And I'm sorry. I see through all of this BS. And I also see underneath. Underneath is shame. Okay? You try to overcompensate this with pride. And you give me BS rebuttal on just pointing out why I am a little bit apprehensive in meeting someone. Okay, when I hear these kind of news stories, and you come back with a rebuttal instead of saying, man, that sucks what happened to that woman. This is unimaginable. This is infinitely sad. You can't say that. No, you can't. You're not even anywhere near this type of compassion. You can only see this was an affront against you. That's how you see it. That's how you view it. Come on now. Let's dig into this, okay? Dig a little bit more into your own minds, people. This pisses me off. And then you come into the chat room and you're all suicidal. I've seen you do this several times now already, because you see what's going on. I have a crush on Zayn. Okay? More than a crush. I am in love with him, okay? But he's a jerk too. So you're all jerks. You know that? Every one of you. But I care about you anyway. That's an act. You're acting out. You're acting out as jerks. Okay. Frank is really the nicest to me, but Frank is religious, and he puts his religion above me, above friendship. Very sad. So I don't even know how Frank looks like. With most of these people in the chat room, I have no idea how you look like. I go by how you talk, So if you're nice to me, yeah, then I get to like you. I want to meet you. I want to talk to you, Not necessarily as lovers, but as friends, And then people will say, yeah, you liar. You just want to bang every man. That's not true, okay? That's what you do. You're projecting. You want to bang every woman, okay? every chick that comes along, you want to have sex with. Okay? And then you project that onto us women too. Like we want to do this. Like we just want to line you all up and go from one to the next. I talked about this before. That is not how we function. Okay? We go friend zone first. Okay? Because we want to feel safe. I hope that makes sense. You know, we might, if you're a total motherfucker, but you're like, and you know, if we're drunk, which I am not anymore, ever, okay, then maybe there a one night stand comes out of it, which I have done, and it sucked. Okay, that's not what women want. Women want to feel safe. They want to feel loved. They want to feel like, whew, I can relax. I don't have to worry about how I look like when I wake up, about my breath or my wrinkles or whatever, or my belly fat. I don't want to have to fucking worry about this shit, you know? And then have him sit there, look like this, what kind of chick is that? You know, she's not my standard or whatever, you know. We don't want a man like that. We want a man who loves us, who sees us, you know, who says, I'm here for you. Like that, what I'm reading from the book. So when I read this, dear one, I know that you are here, and it makes me very happy. It's almost ironical because, and I'm not laughing about it, I'm just pointing this out. This is the situation is, you are not here for me. You're not here for me in actuality, in person. You don't even talk to me on video chat. I have no idea why, okay? But you come to me in energy form. I feel it. I am very intuitive. I am psychic. Okay? I feel it, this. And it's very painful. It's painful because you make me horny, okay? All night long. It's like it never stops, you know? And it's because of what you're doing. Like maybe I'm just completely paranoid or something. But this is what I feel was saying, you know. You are not there for me. You're there like this. Hidden behind all kinds of sock accounts and masks and personalities that are totally fake, that are not even you, but your real personality does shine through here and there. And you make me guess, you know, you make me guess how you feel. You make me run after you and say, don't hurt yourself, don't feel low of yourself, you know, don't hate yourself. And then you say, what are you talking about? That was a different character. You don't show yourself, you know. If we could just talk, you know, the closest we've ever come was the other day, but then you ruined the whole thing with that duck face saying. You ruined the whole thing. I don't know why, because I acknowledge the presence of others. You can't accept it that I acknowledge the presence of other living beings. That's unacceptable. You can't do that. And then you want to retaliate. My mind doesn't work that way. I cried a whole lot when I got up. I just talked to that camera there without the camera on, and I just said it all. I want us to come to this point where I can say to you, to your face, at least in video chat, I can say, "Dear one, I know that you are here, and it makes me very happy." You know, I wish I could say that to you, because I want to say that to you. If you practice in this way with a lot of concentration and mindfulness, you will see that this person will open immediately. You're afraid to open to me. You're terrified of that. You don't want that situation to happen. You'd rather think that I'm trolling you. It feels safer to you. Okay? Like a flower blossoming. You don't want that flower to blossom in you. You're afraid. You're afraid that you will fall into an abyss. You're afraid of my power. But you have power too. You just funnel it in all the wrong directions. You funnel it into trolling. You troll me with your energy at night. You touch me with your energy. This creates an unbelievable surge in my body. Some people might find that really exhilarating and exciting, and it is, but it is torture for me. It's absolute torture. I feel it like I feel it 24/7. This is not normal, man. That's not normal at all. To be loved is to be recognized. And you can do that several times a day. It is not difficult at all. And it is a true meditation. Whatever you do mindfully is meditation. Jiddu Krishnamurti talked about this as well. When you touch a flower, you can touch it with your fingers, but better yet, you can touch it mindfully. With your full awareness, okay? Breathing in. I know that the flower is there. This is a weird synchronicity again. The flower is my actual lover, The flower is much more faithful to me than any man could ever be. And my papa dog and Kenny too. Only flowers and dogs can give me that love. And that's why I, in the past, that's why I thought, fuck every romance movie. I don't want anything to do with it. I can't stand seeing it. I don't feel it, I feel that for my dogs. And now this is expanded now to you. Damn it. I'm crying my way through this, and that's all I can do. I can do this for myself. I can offer this to you, talking about it. You can make fun of me with Danny and Emmy, You can all laugh about me, but bordel mother, and ha 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 ha. I gotta watch my Emmy said she has to wash her brain after watching my videos. Then don't fucking watch my videos, okay? Don't do it. Spare yourself, okay? Why do you want to watch my videos? To rip open an emotional wound? Because you don't hear, you don't even listen to what I have to say. You just, it's your wound coming up, and then you have to gossip about me. You have to tell, I don't know what you tell people, all kinds of shit, lies, whatever. You're making shit up, I guess. You think I don't sense that? I'm not spying on you. I don't lurk. I don't do that kind of shit, what other people do, control shit. Just an observer. I don't do that kind of shit, okay? I'm not in the chat room anymore. I'm done with it, completely. I don't care what you talk behind my back. I'm just pointing this out in the video now, okay? To be loved is to be recognized. And you can do that several times a day. It is not difficult at all. And it is a true meditation. Whatever you do mindfully is meditation. When you touch a flower, you can touch it with your fingers. But better yet, you can touch it mindfully with your full awareness. Breathing in, I know that the flower is there. Breathing out, I smile at the flower. While you are practicing in this way, you are really there, and at the same time, the flower is really there. We can learn a lot from flowers, If you're not really there, then nothing is there. There's no relationship, friendship, contact at all. The sunset is something marvelous, and so is the full moon. But since you are not really there, the sunset is not for you. From time to time, I let myself look at the full moon. I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and I practice. I know you are there, and I am very glad about it. I do that with the moon and everything. I do that with everything. I practice that with the full moon, with the cherry blossoms. We are surrounded by miracles, but we have to recognize them. Otherwise, there is no life. If you're drowned away with drugs and alcohol, you don't feel it. You don't feel anything. I don't want that anymore. I've been through all of this. It was horrible. Waste of my time. Waste of my precious youth, that I spent with drugs, drug addicts and drugs. And the sex sucked, okay? I didn't even feel anything. I was drunk. It was horrible. The Buddha told us this. The past is no longer there. The future is not here yet. There's only one moment in which life is available, and that is the present moment. But the past is in us, so that's also the present moment. The Ice Queen, my mother, she's also the present moment. but I have to look at it mindfully, and I have to deal with it. I don't always think about her, but if a man ghosts me and still looks at me and spies on me and sends me his energy, this hide and seek and that coldness that is there, then I think about the Ice Queen again. And so it's because she's there, it's not resolved. If this shit was resolved, I would probably not be susceptible to Zane, okay? It would not. I would say, you're a motherfucker, fuck off. That's what I would say. It's what I want to say, really. Leave me alone. You either talk to me in person or in video chat, and you open up to me, you surrender, or don't come at me with your energy, okay? To meditate is to bring body and mind back to the present moment so that you do not miss your appointment with life. Albert Camus wrote a novel, The Stranger, in which his character, Morceau, is condemned to death. 3 days before his execution, he is able for the first time in his life to touch the blue sky, the blue God. He is in his cell. He is looking at the ceiling. He discovers a square of blue sky appearing through the skylight. Strangely enough, a man 40 years of age is able to see the blue sky for the first time. Of course, he had looked at the stars and the blue sky more than once before, but this time it was for real. We might not know how to touch the blue sky in such a profound way. The moment of awareness Camus describes is mindfulness. Suddenly you are able to touch life. I'm going to have to read that novel. I thought Albert Camus was a nihilist. I stayed away from nihilists. But Friedrich Nietzsche always praised the French writers. He always did. I like that, Albert Camus. In Buddhism, the energy that helps us to touch life deeply is called smrti, the energy of mindfulness. Everyone possesses a seed, bija, of this energy. If we practice mindful breathing, we can generate this energy. When you breathe in, you recognize at that moment that this is an in-breath. When you breathe out, you are aware of the fact that this is an out-breath. Recognizing what is there in the present moment is attention. That is the energy of mindfulness. So then, with this mantra, you're going to practice recognizing the presence of the person you love. Dear one, I know that you are there, and it makes me very happy. I want to say that. This is real meditation. In this particular meditation, all at once, there is love, compassion, joy, and freedom. The four constituents of the true love of which the Buddha speaks. Okay. And for now, I can just say, this is what it is right now. I am unhappy with this situation. You make me unhappy. You make me suffer. And this is what I feel, and this is what I'm going through. And I love you unconditionally, no matter what. Okay, take care.